Welcome back to Sports Talk's GameBreakers here on Prime Video. I am Eitan Levine. As always, I am joined by Flower Power himself, Drexton Clemens over here to my right. In studio right now, we'll say it. What a freaking booking. Give it up for Sarah Wilkins, everybody.
Hey.
What
up?
This is, if I'm not mistaken, this officially makes you the most recurring guest
on
GameBreakers. It's 3. You did from LA, you've done in studio, you're doing in studio again. Congratulations, you've won a belt that we didn't even know existed now.
Yeah, it's there's God, Jesus, and then there's me.
That's the top 3.
You're the Holy Spirit.
The greatest of all. Dylon.
Yes, exactly. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
What have you been up to?
I got my lip busted this past Saturday. I had a wrestling match.
Okay.
In Brooklyn.
Did you win?
Jobber Slam 3.
Yeah.
Was amazing. A sold out crowd.
Was it Bell House or Union Hall or something?
No, it was in Brooklyn. Indie shows are done in gymnasiums of high schools or middle school. That's what it was done. Yeah. My podcast throws one every year in conjunction with a promotion called Battle Club Pro.
Okay.
Shout outs to my co-host Janelle from the HR. She did a phenomenal job really managing all different personalities. So we fly people in from different all over the world, and then we get them to wrestle. The dude I wrestled in a tag team match.
Yeah.
His name is Simon Miller. I wrestled him. My partner was Encore. His partner was a guy named Darius Carter.
Yeah.
And it was a vicious match. As you can see, the lip is a little
I can
nasty
see
looking.
it.
It looks like somebody's coming out of my lip.
Yeah.
It looks like I grew something out of here.
I think that's not a bad wrestling persona, though.
Yeah.
Become the guy with their twin attached to their lip out there who's trying, the talker, and then you never talk, but the lip does the talking for you. Call it lip talk.
I like how you guys think.
Lip talk is the name of it.
Oh.
So wait, you do these at like middle schools and stuff like that? So when it comes to the promo, are you just like, coming this Sunday to Roosevelt Middle School?
Yes, 170.
You don't say that. You don't say, just say the address.
Oh, okay, got it.
See?
And then people are like,
And then people are Googling. They're like, oh, it's at 1027 Pacific. You're like, oh, wait a second. This is a Jewish day school. This is that we're performing at. So let's talk about how well Jobber went. So Jobber Slam.
It went well. It's so the biggest thing about Jobber Slam is promoting wrestlers of color. Black and brown wrestlers, giving them a place to showcase their talent, especially, and also women as well. Because wrestling is wrestling.
Yeah.
It's very middle America, which is nothing's wrong with that.
Listen, middle America is the middle America. You know,
Middle
it is.
America.
It's there.
But
middle is hell.
our thing is showcasing that there's talent that doesn't look like the color of my palm.
I mean, can we talk about over just in WWE in general, I think this is a good pivot into, talking about all of the stuff that's happening, baby, is that over the past couple of years, my favorite wrestlers, I was very casually into it growing up, not too much. My parents were obviously, they hated it because of all the fighting stuff like that. I got into it post-college a little bit. My favorite wrestlers were The New Day, and I loved them because it seemed like they came into these like massively white spaces and were just like the coolest unicorn heads, freaking everything about them was like amazing. It seemed like they were great to push, more people of color having, voices in this. Just talk to me a little bit about what it has been like over the past like 10, 15 years specifically. Is there more space for people of color in wrestling?
Well, I wouldn't say there's more space. They created a space. It's kind of like the old Randy Savage promo.
Yeah.
The cream rush. So now it's been a place where it can't be denied.
Yeah.
Like you gotta push them. You gotta let them showcase their talent. Bianca Belair has been on a tear as of recently.
Yeah.
So she's been just climbing and climbing. It's kind of like you can't deny us anymore. And also one of the biggest things I always like talking about is there's more access to wrestling schools now. There's more wrestling schools popping up. So I don't have to be a kid from New York and I'm traveling to South Dakota to learn how to wrestle. There's multiple schools in New York City now to learn how to wrestle.
My question to you, though, is where did the demand come from? Did it come from the wrestlers themselves saying, hey, we're here, we're crushing, you need to give us more space? Or did it come from fan bases being like, we actually do want to see more people of color?
It's a combination of both. We're crushing it, and we can't deny, and the fans play a big factor. If the fans are buying merch, if the fans are tuning into that hour that this certain wrestler is on, you can't deny it. Money's money.
Yeah.
And so you know what I mean? Like
eyeballs are eyeballs. I also wonder, like, how much social media, like, you are able to kind of build your brand now personally more than you were ever able to build it before. Has that also, like, given people an ability to be like, hey, you can not showcase us all you want. Look at my numbers, dude. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like the New Day specifically also, once again, were YouTube stars that smashed their way into this.
Same thing. It's like you guys. Like, you guys do comedy, right? Mm-hmm. And they're gonna showcase you guys more because you guys have a strong social media following. They're gonna put you at a premier spot. So yes, of course, social media plays a huge factor in that because people are gonna be talking like, yo, I love these guys, I love these guys, I love these guys. Mm-hmm. And you gotta change things up.
Yeah.
Things are not gonna, you can't keep things the same because if you don't change things up, you're not gonna grow.
Yeah.
So wrestling is at a boom when it comes to people of color, especially black wrestlers, because things need to change and they're, pardon my language, freaking good. Yeah.
How do you think the WWE's handling of this change has been? Do you think it's moving too slow? Do you think that they're doing a good job? How do you feel?
I think they're doing a really good job as of late.
Okay.
And I don't just want to say WWE. I think all the major promotions, AEW, Impact, they're all letting these black and brown wrestlers rise to the top. Like the biggest storyline in the past, 20 years, in my opinion, is Roman Reigns and his bloodline feud storyline. Yeah. And it's a bunch of Samoan dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
and the audience wants Samoa, that storyline.
Yeah. It's a bunch of Samoan dudes, and it's not a bunch of white dudes that's doing the storyline. And then you have Paul Heyman, a Jewish guy. Yeah. So we're rocking right now.
I do like though. By the way, but like if I'm not mistaken, isn't one of those things with like the whole Roman Reigns thing or the Uso brothers is that one white guy that keeps on trying to come in.
Yeah, Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
but Sami Zayn is he's Muslim.
Yeah.
And he's crushing it. So let's just go through this right now.
Okay.
Hold on.
Chug up.
You got a bunch
For a second, I thought you were gonna throw it on you. I'm like, no, the microphone. It's new.
So first thing, you got a bunch of Samoan cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you got the random Jewish guy named Paul Heyman, who's phenomenal as a manager. You got him. Then you got Sami Zayn, who was part of the whole situation. Mm-hmm. He's a Canadian Muslim who speaks French. Come on. Come on. And it's just all over. It's just great. Now, you have a guy named Bobby Lashley. Forgot about this guy. He's making a group of well-dressed black wrestlers. Mm-hmm. Then you got the LWO that's going on. Come on. It's a mixing pots of deliciousness.
Do you think this solves every problem in the U.S. right now?
Yeah.
Do you think going hey, listen, man, this Canadian French-speaking Muslim guy is crazy.
Listen. For a split second, it does.
When the ring hits and then when the ring hits again, in between the ring hits, for sure. In between
We're
the bell.
all there.
I will say one complaint over all of this is that one thing that I love about wrestling is that it used to be very racially stereotypical,
100%.
driven. And then since then, they've sort of taken that. Now it's just like pick characters who are themselves more. I want a very racist rabbi. For the rabbi to be racist, but I want him to be stereotypical. Like I do want a Rabbi Slamberg. We have never had representation. He's the manager. This Paul guy's the manager. I want just a beefed up guy that's a rabbi. No, but I'm talking about one of the wrestlers is, obviously like Roman Reigns, the Uso brothers aren't going out there in the way that, not Andre the Giant, but like the Iron Sheik,
the Wild Samoans back
exactly.
in the day. Yeah. But they did before though.
What?
The Uso brothers the Usos did do like very traditional, they had the face paint, they go, what's the dance called?
The haka.
Yes!
Yeah, the haka.
Yes!
But the haka, you ever seen white high schools do the haka online?
Insane.
It's
funny.
art.
It's really good.
It could exist alone in MoMA.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, because it's all of, every once in a while, you'll see,
close your eyes, think of the whitest high school you can think of, and they're just like,
come on, Travis, come on, take Gora. Let's hang it up, boo-boo. You know?
It's bad.
It's amazing.
But wait, this is actually a really good conversation. You think that there should be like a little bit more of like the fun of the stereotype?
Only for the rabbi. That is it. And I will say that's the only group that I can talk about.
Right.
And I'm making that very clear. I want a Rabbi Slamberg is his name. Okay?
Slamberg?
Rabbi Slamberg.
You gotta
okay?
do this.
Yeah.
This should be your character.
WWE, get at me.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, but
Rabbi Slamberg. How do you feel about Rabbi Slamberg? And I will say Canadian J-Mo. We'll say what you read.
Yo. Hands off. Hands off.
Are you ready? And the slogan? That's not kosher. Boom! Are you kidding me?
I'm out.
6 days to see you later. Bam!
I don't know, because I will say is I think black people, people of color in wrestling have gotten the short end of the stick of the stereotype stuff over the years. So it's good to not see it.
Yeah.
However, there has to be like some underground league where everyone is just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, I assume that's middle wrestling, you know. Can we ask a question, though, just quickly before we go to break about Bianca Belair? It's like she's going up for the women's championship match. She's going up against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Now, Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Do you think that Bianca is going to win this one? Or do you think that they're going to give it to Charlotte Flair?
No, I think she loses.
Okay, why?
And the reason why I say she loses is because she doesn't do well at SummerSlam.
Why? Why SummerSlam specifically?
Yeah, she be messing up, bitch. She got bad luck there.
Interesting. Is there a reason why? You know, like when they're making the season and stuff like that, and they're seeing like the storylines go through. Is there a reason why SummerSlam specifically is bad for her?
She goes on tears, and the NFL does it all the time with their scripts.
Yeah.
So they did it to the Eagles. Like we did really well last season.
Why did they not win that Super Bowl?
They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Interesting.
So the same thing is with Bianca Belair. Like she's gonna do so well, but come on, we can't make her perfect.
Right.
Who's faster, her or Jalen Hurts?
Who's faster?
Yeah.
I think it's her.
You think it's
I think
her?
she might be slightly stronger than him too.
Oh, that'll give you.
We do have to get to a quick commercial break, but before you hit that, quick question: Logan Paul or Ricochet?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. He's due.
Stick around.
He's due. We're big Paul guys here.
We are. Welcome back to Sports Talk GameBreakers here on Prime Video. We have a lot of show coming up for you, but before we do that, we're going to send it up to Studio 7B with a news hit from our friend Hannah Ostapchuk. Hannah!
Hello.
Hi guys, happy Tuesday News Day. How we living?
Good.
Good news day. Great news
Good
day.
news day.
Incredible news day, I would say.
Amazing news day.
Eitan, did you get a haircut?
Come on, you know who got a haircut, who didn't get a haircut, who's to say?
Did you get a haircut? I meant to ask you this when I saw you in the newsroom earlier, but then I forgot.
Why didn't you ask me? We have
Now I'm asking you, so answer.
The answer is yeah, we got it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Jeff, what about you?
I didn't get a haircut
You did not
yet.
get a haircut.
I got one last week. But
Did you
this
get a
one's
haircut?
Nice. It's a nice haircut.
I also got a haircut.
Oh.
Really?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. All
I don't know
right.
what we're talking about. All right, guys, let me get you guys caught up with some of the headlines you're watching at the news desk this afternoon, starting with the latest in NFL news. Not so good news for Tim Patrick here. The Denver Broncos wide receiver missed all of last season due to a torn right ACL, and now it looks like he'll miss the entire 2023 season with a left Achilles injury. According to reports, Patrick tore his Achilles on Monday when he went down during a 7-on-7 drill and was eventually carted off the field. Now, according to NFL media, he then got off of that cart and walked with crutches into the facility. The ACL tear from a year ago was in his right knee, while this week's injury was in his left leg. Meanwhile, over in some soccer news, the U.S. women's national team faced off against Portugal early on Tuesday morning, and the battle ended in a scoreless draw. And because a draw was all they really needed to get by, the U.S. will now advance to the knockout stage of the World Cup. The players were clearly happy at the end of the match when Portugal's extra time kick deflected off of the goalpost, but the celebration did not sit right with Carly Lloyd. The two-time World Cup winner said, quote, "There's a difference between being respectful of the fans and saying hello to your family, but to be dancing and smiling, I mean, the player of that match was the post. You are lucky to not be going home right now." Lloyd also called the match uninspiring and disappointing. And lastly, staying in women's soccer, Kansas City is looking to bring more attention to their female squad. The Kansas City Current will now play and train at a new $120 million facility. And according to reports, it's the first stadium built exclusively for a women's professional sports team. Reports indicate that the facility is scheduled to open in the spring of 2024. Patrick and Brittany Mahomes are partial owners of the team, which made it to the title game last season. The Current aiming to bring in national attention for the facility with this move. Those are some of the headlines we've been following at this hour. Sending it back over to my good friends in Studio 6A, Eitan and Drex.
Patrick Mahomes' way.
Thank you, Hannah.
No, by the way, Patrick Mahomes' wife was responsible for that, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Casey Kearns thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I love that. I didn't even know that.
In the quarterbacks, like quarterback stock.
That's right.
Yeah.
She has that team. You know what? That's
There it
right.
is.
I've been watching that doc. It's been a lot of fun. You know, still in studio, I'll say it.
What a freaking booking!
Sir Wilkins is still here.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey!
Let's go.
What's
We
going
play
on?
a game here on this show where we put two fantastical things together and see who would win in a no-holds-barred fight in a little segment we like to call
GameBreakers Arena!
Because you're a wrestler, we want to add you to this game. So we're going to throw some things at you, and you tell me who you think would win, all right?
Okay, let's go.
First things first, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. have been-
A match that I will say it every time. I predicted this match. We had his trainer on. We had Zuck's trainer on, Mikey Musumeci. I told him, I was like, you gotta get Zuck and Musk to fight. And a week later, they started doing this.
started doing it.
Swear to God.
So,
I did it. I take full responsibility.
if it happens, GameBreakers Arena here. Sir Wilkins, who's taking it?
So everybody thinks it's gonna be Zucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call him Zucky.
been training hard.
It's like he's my main man,
Yeah.
but he's not. So Zucky is not gonna win. I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna be Mr. Musk. Cause a couple weeks ago, was it a week ago? We found out there's UFOs among us.
Yeah.
I don't believe Elon Musk is from this world.
He's not. No, you're right.
So the match is gonna go down.
Yeah.
Picture this, guys. Boom, boom, bow. Match goes down. Zucky just pounding away on Musk.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, he zips down his face,
Yeah.
and Musk comes out as an alien
Yeah.
and starts whooping
Yeah.
Zucky's ass.
And the thing is, the alien just looks like John Cena. Inside of it's just a bulky dude that comes out. And he just picks up
see
Elon
the
Musk.
vision. You see the
Yeah.
vision.
Oh, I'm there with you.
I see you.
Oh, there's no way. That's a good point.
It's John Cena, but with the dreads that Predator has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predator.
Yeah.
John
He's
Cena
like,
with dreads.
He's like, I've been hunting you for a while. The X is real.
Listen, I've been pitching the movie John Cena with dreads for years, and Hollywood refuses to pick it up. Okay, it's called Dread Cena.
Dread
It's
Cena?
Yeah. And it just listen. It'll the Walking Dread. We'll
Little
call it.
blonde dreads all the way down.
I think also, you bring up a good point. I think that now that the aliens are here, Elon Musk, his skin, he is for sure getting strength from their sun. You know what I mean? From like all the energy, all the alien energy that's here, he's for sure taking it in.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, okay, here's the thing though. Elon Musk, big guy, big strong guy with muscles. Mark Zuckerberg, little grappler. I do think that that Zuck, if he's not an alien, has the advantage here. But I do get that though.
Now, I
He's an
think
alien.
if Elon is not an alien, which he is,
He is.
Right,
Yeah, you're
we've all
right.
agreed.
Yes.
SpaceX, come on.
Totally.
Hey, I'm just trying to go.
Wait
to
a
space.
second. SpaceX? This guy's obsessed
That's
with
with
X. I didn't put that together till
Yeah.
now.
Twitter X, SpaceX.
It's his porn addiction.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's got 3 companies with it.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, next up, let's talk about this. Everyone, we are all reeling from Barbenheimer Curry, which was the day that Barbie Oppenheimer and the Steph Curry documentary came out, all in one single day. So this upcoming one is going to be Robert Oppenheimer, the guy that made the bomb, versus Albert Einstein, the guy that made math.
Who do you think is gonna win? Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
I swear he bites.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's a biter. He is straight grappling, bite the ear off, maybe a finger.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
looks like a nasty fighter.
Yeah.
But I think Oppenheimer, he's going to be a better fighter, but he's going to feel guilty about it after. He's like, I have become fight, and I don't know what to do
There's
with this.
blood on my hands.
Oh my
Why?
gosh. Right, and then Einstein's going to be like, well, gravity. He's like, no.
No, I think Einstein also looks like he smells bad. And I almost got that spit take. There it is.
Einstein and J. Cole smell the same right now, all right?
Einstein looks like he just. Some
What's that,
people-
J. Cole?
J. Cole looks like he smells bad. He looks like he doesn't shower.
I think he does shower. I think he does shower, but he doesn't use real deodorant.
No, he was like that,
He uses lemons.
You know who I bet? You know who I bet smells like too good in a suspicious way? Drake. I don't think that guy has ever been dirty in his entire life. I have not. That is a guy that's never sweated. That is a guy that he takes 5 showers a day.
I've never seen him look uncomfortable.
Never seen it.
I don't think he takes 5 showers. Somebody gives him 5 showers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like he doesn't go into a shower. They bring the shower to him.
If I had the amount of money that he has, I'm not touching myself ever again. No. I got people there to scrub me down.
Scrub me down.
Yeah.
Brush my teeth.
No,
Comb my head.
All right, next up, let's talk about this. I don't know if you saw Barbie, but one of the jokes in Barbie was about people men whose jobs were unspecific. So these are 2 kinds of men. The first one is man whose job is beach, and the second one is man whose job is field. Who would win in a fight, man whose job is beach or man whose job is field?
Sadly, I'm gonna go with the field guy. And listen, no offense to the beach guy.
Yeah.
He works out, but the field guy's working out. Sweat. You gotta plow some stuff. You gotta dig some stuff.
You gotta wrangle
farmers
in.
carries all over.
It's why Ivan Drago lost. It's exactly why. What was Ivan Drago doing? He was doing the Russian machines that were all hooked up to computers and stuff. And what was Rocky doing? He was basically cultivating crops.
He was.
You had potato sacks on him, and he was just like tilling the land and stuff like that.
He was chasing chickens. Didn't he chase chickens in that
Yeah,
one?
he chased some chickens.
Was that the beach run one, or was that the one before that when he was running on the beach with Apollo?
That was, no, I think that was this one. Yeah. Because Apollo died.
After they were like, oh, we're friends.
Yeah.
And then, and he died.
Oh, come on, Rocky, keep up.
In fact, also, I know that Rocky lost the first movie, spoiler alert, but what was he doing in that first movie? His job was to, like, loosen up beef and stuff. I would rather get hit by the guy who's been hitting, a bag that's been hooked up to a machine versus the guy that's just his entire job is softening beef.
With his bare hands.
Just bare hand beef.
Bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle beefing.
What about this one? A local news anchor versus a national news anchor. Now, I'm going to go local news.
Yeah.
Local news guys get sent out to everything. They're the ones covering hurricanes. I don't know if you saw the video of the guy covering the shooting. Where there was a shooting in a neighborhood, and he was like, we should get out of here. They go through all of this crap that they've got to deal with all these things that national news anchors, all they got to do is just show up. All they got to do is just be like, hey.
Thank you.
No worries. All they got to do is just say, hey, I'm here. Here's the news. What do you think?
I'm with you on that one. Like, local newscaster people, doesn't matter where they're from the hood, man. It could be Beverly Hills hood. Or Inglewood hood or Brooklyn hood. It's still like you're ground level and you're eating dirt.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing that people don't understand about local news anchors. They're making $25K a year tops.
Yes.
Like, it is not a well-paid job, and you are working hours a day, longer than anyone else, especially the national news. What? Anderson Cooper, he goes to Israel with an entire crew. They're on a hotel that's nowhere near where anything's happening. Meanwhile, they send the local guy out to Bed-Stuy to cover fires that are happening in Bed-Stuy.
Exactly.
That guy knows exactly how to deal with a dangerous situation, 1,000%. I super agree.
It's like dealing with like Batman's crimes that he has to deal with every day versus like Superman's crimes. Like Superman's only doing world crimes.
It's financial crime.
Exactly. Batman is like, oh, I gotta fight another guy with a knife. Like that is how he thinks.
Like he just wakes up and is like a list of stuff he has to do Batman.
You know what the difference is also here? It's the difference between who would win in a fight, a senator or a mayor. The mayor. 1,000% of the time. There's no way that a senator, what's he going to do, take off his nice shoes to get into the ring? Mayors are disgusting.
I don't think Eric Adams can scrap, though.
I think that now he has to because he has gained enough anger in New York that I think that he is at least have to take a Krav Maga class.
All right, I know we're going off subject. My apologies. De Blasio or Eric Adams in the cage?
You're out of your mind. De Blasio was a hulking man. I stood next to that guy. That guy is huge and single. And with that, we got to go to commercial break. We'll be right back with more Sports on GameBreakers here on Prime Video. Sir Wilkins, everybody. Sir Wilkins, everybody. Sir Wilkins, everybody.